Okay, we're back. And it's a salty run back. It's been like 3 seconds. I took a drink of water and then started the episode right away. Calling it an episode may be a little bit, you know. What do you mean by that? Just like, I mean, this is not a piece of media. I guess literally it is. I'm not getting down on myself. It's more just like, there's no script writer. I'm just a guy in his bedroom asking you to pog up over that Royal Straits. Now, you always got to check the buffoon pack. Okay, at the very least, this makes it easy for me to theme my deck. So we know we're looking for straights. We have 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 100 chips times 4 mults. Like, that's where we want to be here. Now, is this Joker good enough to carry us by himself so that we can take some time? Probably not. But 4 fingers is a mighty good helper if we're running Devious Joker, because all of a sudden, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, that's 100 extra chips right there. Holy cow. Hang on. Something like Runner would go insane now. And we do have a pack. Oh, please. Just, I don't want a stone card. I can live with a to-do list. I think we can make some money out of a to-do list. And then everything else here is just a little too spooky for me. So you like high card. We already have a straight. Let's play 1 high card. And then follow it up with a straight. And then we got discards remaining if we need them. Shouldn't need them. Straight flush? I guess we can make that. I should be paying closer attention to that. Please, please, Runner. Dude, Runner would go so insane. I think we have to go Riffraff as much as the trio can be like an endgame scenario. Riffraff, just any, that's actually such a helpful setup. I'm so grateful for that. So I think he'll just hold 5, 6, 7. You want a straight flush. I mean, we could play 5, 6, 7, 8 king, and that's a straight flush. I was worried, oh, is it going to win too fast? Brother, you just played a straight flush out of nothing. Maybe, like, chill a little bit. Death doesn't seem to make sense for me here. Hermit card is insane. I mean, can I see... Oh, it's Eternal and Rental. It's not takeable, man. It's not takeable. So we skip these. We say, I'm dancing with the one who brought me. Now, let me just think about this for a second. Standard pack, if it has like a good card, would be a fantastic pickup. I mean, a blue seal card that helps us get straights. Or get Saturns, I should say. Yes, absolutely. Death to copy that card without screwing up our straights. And then it's just, do we sell anything? Because if we don't sell anything, we sell Riffraff. You're good enough. You're essential right now. You're good enough. You're econ. If anything, you might be not good enough. Because we have econ here. So Riffraff gets a chance to create one more Joker. Yeah, I can live with that. I do like mail-in rebate, but at the Eternal level, it's a little spicy, I guess. Egg. Interesting. This is a tough position to be in, for sure. It's really hard because you really expect, like, a straight to be here. I gotta discard though. I'm sorry, I have to do it. And then this is where things get a little hot. So we discard this. We need a 10. We have 4 10s left. I trust, man. I trust. 10. Wait, we have 4 fingers. What am I doing? We didn't even need to get down with all that. We could play with 4 cards if we want to. Hold the ace, and then we have a second straight. That's only 680 points, though. There's a way out of this. It's, I need 1 more diamond. Yeah, so we can be like, hey, 6 of hearts, you become an ace of diamonds, and then ace, ace, 2, 3, 4 is a straight flush. Okay, that felt nice. Let's not do that again. Very important stuff in this shop here. Getting a death card is extremely nice. In fact, I think we'll just follow it up with another death card. If we can create multiples of those kings without ruining our potential to get straights, that's awesome. We don't have to be so stressed about the straights because we can make straights with 4 cards. So I think we could be okay. I think you should go and we should just test this. And I think that's good enough that we sell Riff Raff because there's no space. I'm happy to have some kind of like a mult we can hang our hat on. And then obviously Saturn is the play, even though Neptune's very playable as well. Let's hedge our bets. And even though we got an empty Joker slot, it's not like Riff Raff was going to do anything for us. So let's just send it. Now, the dream with the death card, for me, is that we're able to use it. That's not a straight. Is that we're able to use it to copy the king that we made. Now this is sad. It's a sad situation. We drew like the exact same cards. Forget about copying your blue seal king. How about just being able to like make a straight here? And we're not going to be making a straight flush. We do have that extra... Okay, that's a great score. I didn't expect one straight would do that much for us. Thank you, Abstract Joker. I get that's a great reason to have kept Riff Raff now that I think about it. Come on, let me see this king, man. This is what we're going to build our run around. I'm happy to see extra money. Don't get me wrong. That's an important part of a run. Let me see that king, bro. Let me see that king. This is a perfect opportunity for... I mean, yes, you could chip up some... we gotta use the death card because we're making hallucination useless. These are jokers that can stay. So you pop a Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Mr. Bones, tempting, I'll admit. It's good for Abstract Joker. That's my reasoning. 5, 6. I think you hold 5, 6, 8, 9, and just see. This is very nice. 8, 9, 10, Jack, 6 makes a straight flush. Does it win too early? Probably. Please give me my king. No king. 8, 9, 10, Jack, 6. Okay. Maybe it doesn't win too early. It won too early. Once we get pop both of the death cards simultaneously, it's gonna do something, man. I gotta think about this. It's probably we're in a position where I feel like we could take a rental Joker. Sorry to do it. I swear to you, the blue seals are that important to me. Worst case scenario, we know we're gonna win. I was incompatible with Golden Joker. That's okay. Are you compatible with Hallucination? Yeah. We can have it copy you for the moment. And I think we could feel pretty good about it. You're the man now, dog. Okay, we got lots of those kings in there. Must play 5 cards. That's not a problem for a guy like me. My draw is a problem for a guy like me. Yeah, this looks right to me. Okay. Hold. Taking a 6 out of the rotation is very difficult. I know at this point we don't need all 3 of these in our hand, but just to have them in the deck is going to be nice. And we do want to win now, so copying Abstract Joker makes sense to me. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to be losing some money on the blueprint here, but just hold with me for a second. And then, oh my gosh, bro. I think Hallucination, I do appreciate what you could be doing for me, but I think you go. I'm happy with the chips here. We need a Molt Multer to go at the end, and you're like an insane Molt Multer with the amount of blue seals that we got going on. So there's really, there's some potentiality here for sure. Honestly, we're going to be holding kings in hand. Maybe just throw a chariot on a king. And then, I mean, you got to look for a Saturn. That's lucky, but I'm very thankful for it. And then an extra hand would go a long way. And I'm just going to let the other planets simmer. Having some money could come in handy. Okay. Okay. We got 3, 4. You might have to discard this guy, okay? We got 2, 3, 4.
7.
Discard, discard, discard. I'm sorry to do it, but play. 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be nice. No, I'm happy with a straight because we don't want to make a straight flush accidentally, and we want to stick to one hand. Now, maybe we didn't have to discard all the kings, but we discarded all the we discarded multiple kings just to have the space to draw a straight. This is why straight runs are tricky, because you're like, oh, obviously hanged man. Yeah, if you could commit to like I'm gonna cut like all. It's actually not a bad idea. We could cut like all face cards out of our deck and go for low straights. It's hot though. Like when you commit, you gotta commit, man. This is fantastic. We already know we're set. So I would say dump. Don't worry about the straight flush. We're looking for more. We're looking for that king. I can live with it. Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. This is the right play, man. It feels wrong, but it's right. And then this gives us another Saturn. Would have been nice to get 2, but I'm not crying. Financially, we're doing okay, even considering the rental here. 21 bucks. I could still be persuaded to get a Jumbo Celestial at $21. Very lucky to get the Saturn. Pretty lucky to get the Saturn, but... Okay, clubs are debuffed. That doesn't seem that bad. I feel like a maybe 2, 3, 5, 7 is like a good hold here. This one's messing with me. That might have been like a decroded discard. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, and don't play the straight flush. I don't know why I was like, wait, it is a straight flush. I mean, this is not that bad, thankfully. There's always the chance. We got so many hands remaining, we might be able to eke 2 Saturns out of this. We can eke 1 Saturn out of it easily. I was literally like, the thought didn't even dawn on me that I could be accidentally playing 4 cards of the same suit instead of like 4 cards that are anything and then 1 card added to make the flush, but... Okay. Honestly, this may annoy you. I'm not even going to do the math on this because I just can't be bothered. My existing strategy is doing just fine. We're way outscaling the pace of scaling in the game. Yes, we're in trouble if we don't draw straight. So there's a lot of, if I may toot my own horn very, very slightly, there's a lot of pressure on myself to make sure that our draws and discards are like as sane as possible. This is beautiful. But as long as, if we get 1 to 2 Saturns per round, I'm feeling pretty nice about the overall situation. Because that makes our hand better. It makes every hand better. An extra 50 chips matters a lot, I think, on a Joker especially that wasn't doing that much. And obviously we're not going to be hexing anything. I would throw like an aura on a 5. Seems like we're playing a reasonable number of 5s. I mean, we got 4 4s in the deck. So I think you can full discard here. That's beautiful. And then you've got 2, 3, 4, 5. You just want to see 2 kings. You might think that I'm an insane man for what I'm about to say. I think you see if you draw another king. I don't know how deep I'm willing to go for it. That's another king. That's very clever. That's very clever. I'm just going to play my straight, and I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to accept the bounty you have already given me, and I'll be happy to do so. And I'll siphon whatever value I can from every subsequent shop. Now, we have 1 steel card. Don't lose sight of your win condition here, okay? Temperance is a beautiful card right here. 10 bucks? Oh, it's because I've taken the voucher that makes everything cheaper. Because I was like, you guys are crazy. 10 bucks? I would charge you infinity dollars for the setup that we got right here. Now, we already have a straight. No, we don't. We're very close, though. I mean, if you're gonna... Well... 4 9s, 7 kings. I guess you discard here. You hold... you only need to discard 1 card. There you go. 6, 7, 8, 10 jack queen. So we have a straight if we have to play it. That's nice to know. That's more like what we're looking for. So we'll play 10 jack queen king and maybe get definitely get 2 Saturns out of it. Very nice. And I've said this 1,000 times in this series so far. I think there's basically no way we can lose. +1 hand size is an insane voucher for us. That's very nice. 30 bucks. We don't have to spend, but I think I will. I didn't mean to click it again, but you know what? Actually, it kind of worked out. Another Saturn is good for a number of reasons, but we heavily overpaid. But so you got to use your brain. We have ace 2, 3, 4, 5, which to me means you hold 2, 3, 4, 5 and discard everything else, including a 4. And then you do it again because 2 Saturns is better than 1. Okay. What am I doing? I think the reason I think this run is idiot proof right now is because like we haven't really had to make any major choices. Like we can be reasonably confident that like we're not gonna rock the boat. Blueprint's not, or sorry, Brainstorm's not going anywhere. Abstract Joker is doing great for us right now. Could go somewhere at some point, but we don't need to do it yet. Constellation can't go anywhere. Four Fingers can't go anywhere. So it's like you, who's given us 150 chips per hand, basically, which is awesome. You, who is offsetting the cost of this, essentially, which is not meaningless. And then you, that's given us a reliable flat moat. Like, there's a lot to like there, to be honest with you. Now, 10 bucks is good. Am I insane to think that, like, an extra, I don't know, 4% score lifetime plus the chips and the mult is better? I say 4% score because it's going from like 24 to 25, so it's like a 1/24th increase. I don't know if that makes... I could have said 10%, but it's not really 10% relative anymore, is it? But then it's not really 4% either because you got to factor in like all the mult that's coming down the line, including in your hand. But I'm just doing what I can, okay? 6, 7, 8, 9. Things you love to see. We don't need to hold the Steel King, but I'm going to just in case. Because I guess I'm a coward is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, like I really feel like despite this having like a pretty low like mental load, it's getting strong really quick. So I'm feeling like we're in a goated position to possibly make this work. Also, the Celestial packs have just been lining up for us. All face cards drawn face down. Only bad if you're really, really, really worried about getting as many Saturns as possible, which I am, but I would subtract like a couple of those reallys. And I just trust. I just put my faith in local thunk. That's all you need to know. And at this point, like, yeah, I'll be buying tarot cards just because a little juice could help us out. Finally, we whiffed on one there. I'm happy to roll. Not happy with that. I'm not happy enough with that. Honestly, for $3, I'll look in the pack. You never know. Nah. It's not that kind of. It's not that kind of show. 110,000 points. I see 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm feeling good. If I see 5, 6, 7, 8 with a better 5, maybe hold that. All we need to see now is a king, and now I'd say everything's feeling great, man. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we will know the true meaning of pain if we ever get like a boss blind where we can't make a straight early, and then we're gonna cry. But I'm not gonna cry, Runner. Just a little bit late. Otherwise, I would love to have you aboard, buddy. But it's not your fault. You're just a little bit late on this one. Death card is not really appropriate given the circumstances. I would say just throw 2 more luckies out there. Don't sleep on High Priestess, though, either. Nah, I'm going to snooze on those. Play only one hand type this round. So this is the boss blind we need to concern ourselves with. We have ace 2, 3, 4. No sweat. Buddy, I'm willing to get a little freaky with you. I was hoping we get $20 out of it, but I'm not willing to get much freakier than that. I'm happy to be where I am. I was hoping to maybe draw a second king. That's what I was gunning for, but now 2 packs here. Might be nice to even have a tarot card to hold just to like get us out of a jam if we're not gonna make a straight. Let me see what we get. Strength and Moon. Probably Strength could possibly get us out of a jam like that. Straight up. I mean, all these cards are amazing for us given the circumstances. Chariot is amazing. Emperor is amazing, especially if it gives us a Chariot. And High Priestess is amazing, especially if it gives us a Saturn. But I'm gonna keep it simple. We know we want to hold that card in hand. Let's not jeopardize like a perfectly good thing. And then I'll just bring you in. And I'm gonna bring you in as well. And we're cutting face cards if we get the chance. We may not get the chance. So, we have Jack, Queen, King, Ace. We already have a straight. We will not be cutting face cards. What have we cut from the deck? We cut some queens. I'm not up for cutting a 9, honestly. I'm not willing to bring myself down to that level to do it. But we need to do something. Well, if you're not gonna cut a 9, discard and see if you draw, I was just gonna say, extra face cards. At which point, I feel comfortable cutting 1 Jack. That's as deep as I'm willing to go there. Lovers and Strength. That's a sell for me. I really don't see a situation in which Strength is necessary, but you never know. It might not be the worst thing to hold it right now. If we're going to cut queens, maybe we could, I don't know, turn them into kings, but it's easier to do it with a death card, obviously. Okay, we're on ante-8. This is it's a pivotal moment, but I feel very confident. It's a nice position to be in. A tower card is not meaningless necessarily, but I don't really see a lot of value here. If anything, we don't want to make straight flushes by accident. We certainly want to see a Saturn if they exist. The thing I'm most concerned about, as you would probably expect, is the boss blind. 1 random joker disabled every hand. Could potentially be kind of bad, but I don't see it being the end of the world. It depends what it hits, I guess. We can discard 1 of you. And we have 2... 4, 5, 6 is what I'm clinging on to here. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna sell it, man. I don't see a world in which we're doing something with it, honestly. That's not a straight. I'm gonna say play that, and then we're hoping for a straight. Okay, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. That's not a victimless crime. Okay, we cost ourselves a Saturn out of that, which actually could matter. I don't want to say does, I guess, without knowing, but if I could replace Abstract Joker with Tarot Joker, or Fortune Teller, I should say, I'd feel pretty good. But that was almost catastrophic. But you know what? Maybe that's that moment you need to like lock in. Huge. What do you got? 3.5 molt? That's very meaningful. We go next. 1 random joker disabled every hand. It's like a cruel joke. There's a lot of jokers where if they get disabled, we win so easily. And then there's a couple jokers, like 4 fingers. If it gets disabled, that essentially throws a hand. Not ideal, but, you know, maybe we could make up for it. But you can see how if you get a couple stretches of bad luck, like, stacked in a row, we could find ourselves in trouble. But I do feel like we got a really, really good chance here. And it feels amazing to possibly do it with a straight build, which is, like, one of the toughest basic archetypes to get rolling, I feel. I mean, $2 for a molt. I'm kind of going all in. Because this is like more important. Just beating this ante is more important than endless. Okay, what are you disabling first? That's bad. We should not play a straight first, because you're a very important part of our game plan. So we'll hold 2, 3, 4. And 6. Ace 2, 3, 4 is a straight, assuming you don't get disabled next. So we'll hold ace 2, 3, 4, discard everything else. Now we have ace 2, 3, 4, 5. Great hand. Let's play this as a hand and see what gets disabled. Not ideal, obviously, but I don't think it's that bad. Now, most of our points are actually coming from our raw hand. So there is a part of me that thinks that actually, especially because we have this is so rare, no mult coming from our jokers with you disabled. Constellation on the far left, I feel like this is a win. Especially with 2 steel cards in hand. Oh my god, they gave us the 20 bucks too. That's 2.5 million points. Gold stake, anti-8. Take me to endless, man. We're 25 minutes in. I got 18 minutes to go till I gotta go to daycare pickup. It's dawning on me. We beat gold stake with the black deck. And honestly, this tells me we don't need abstract joker, which means we got space for something else. And as insane as it might seem, I think like +1 hand size, right, sorry. +1 hand size is at least something, you know? Like it's, I don't know what else to say. It gives us a chance to hold more kings that maybe maximizes our chance of getting 2 Saturns per round or something. You might as well be gold if you're not going to be anything. So I don't know how deep we can go in endless, but I'm feeling fantastic right now. Play only 1 hand is, in theory, is not that bad. Right? Huge. I told you this run was idiot proof. And the proof is in the pudding, brother. Because I'm the idiot. Now, we could sell Devious Joker at some point. You're adding 150 chips. We're getting 900 chips just for playing a straight anyway. You give us 150 chips if we play a straight. You see where I'm getting, or you see where I'm going with this one? You're basically disposable. You're disposable. You're possibly disposable, but you're adding a lot. Everything else has to stay. And there's good and there's bad to that. But right now, like I'm feeling the good more than the bad. Let's just hold 7, 8, 9. Let's just hold, I mean 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. Now I'm gonna throw Dookie at you. That's a given. Just don't be an idiot about it. There you go. Why am I throwing Dookie at you? I'm not going through a blind without picking up a single Saturn. That's like, that's catastrophic for a guy like me. 1 Saturn even, honestly, you're pushing your luck. But I'm willing, listen, at some point you got stuff to do, you know? Lawns need to be mowed. Kids need to be picked up from daycare. Groceries need to be purchased. I'm not going to sit here for 100 years, but I'll give you a chance. How about a Jumbo Spectral? Aura strikes me as a very interesting card. 10 mults. Could be better, could be worse. Empress is just, it's something. Now, play only 1 hand. As long as we get a straight, it's no problem. So I don't know if it's worth re-rolling. Now, the question would be if it's not worth re-rolling, what the heck is? But beautiful spot, man. How about you guys take some of this? And we might as well just run that, I guess. It's a pretty rare circumstance, in my opinion, when you find it best to keep your multer on the far left. But I can't deny how much it changed my life here. And then 1 extra hand. Not likely to matter too much, but like it'll probably give us 1 more hand before we die, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. And then I don't know. I honestly, I have no idea what kinds of jokers we're looking for. Now, Chariot just seems like, even if the odds of us, you know, lucking into drawing that on like our last hand are pretty low, or like maybe we'll just draw it immediately is the other thing, I guess. You know, the steel is multiplying such a high multiple One Saturn, again, I don't get out of bed for one Saturn, but it's multiplying such a high multiple that I think we got to put some respect on it at least. Okay, no, again, I'm not getting too messy with it. I'll settle for one Saturn if I've got to. Now, getting 11 million points, not something I necessarily thought was going to be in the cards for a guy like me on a deck like this, but feeling pretty good about it. Can you believe that it didn't require Green Joker? It's a bit of a surprise to a guy like me. No Green Joker, no Ride the Bus. Is it possible that I've overrated these? No, it's the children who are wrong. 5.6 mult. Sure, we'll go next. This is very nice. Dump, dump, dump. 8, 9, 10 queen. Don't need it. You need a 7 or a jack. We got it. We didn't need to do that. Now, we could have easily discarded one more king and not even been in danger. But you know how Endless works. Like, you're not in danger and then you lose. Like, so again, Ante 12 is like the most optimistic, like, endgame scenario. I don't see us getting there. It would be nice, but it's a long shot. If we beat Ante 11, I'd be pretty stoked. Honestly, I think we could totally work with +2 hand size. And we could also sell Golden Joker at some point. I don't really want to do it until I need to, because that represents the end of our economic prosperity era. We have 7, 8, 9, 10. We could play 8, 9, 10 Jack instead, giving us more discards to possibly hold a better king. 8, 9, 10 Jack without accidentally playing a straight flush. Yeah. And then I'd be happy to throw some Dookie Edge. I'll throw 7, 8, 9, 10 Jackie. Can I just draw one of my cool kings, please? We're not getting too risky with it yet. Don't cry, okay? Now, the next one would be too risky. But we drew the king we wanted. 8, 9, 10 Jack. So now we get 2 Saturns. We also got 2 steals out of that. Like, that's substantial, man. I know we're one hand down. That's the kind of thing you should be warning me about, because I could get tripped up. I appreciate that. Okay, 2 more Saturns. Level 40 hand ain't nothing to mess around with. I'm just going to level with you. I thought I cared about this being 40 mult. I realized I don't think I care. I'm not messing with a good thing. Golden Joker can go 34 mults. We're getting 121 off of a straight. And this, because then you start to get into the conversation of maybe this should be over here so that blueprint can hit it. If it's not over there, then you're only getting flat 34 mult. You're not multiplying it through by 6. So, like, you being over here is very important to a guy like me. Ergo, I'm loath to mess with our situation. Do we get to 29 million? I do think we get to 29 million. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I think it's on site. I'll be a simple man and go just to the 5, 6, 7, 8 on one like this. I'll just play 5, 6, 7, 8 when it's my time. But it's not my time yet. I really want to see the double Saturns. Thank you. And then I'd be happy to... I'm going to throw this on a 4. But I'm not going to play the 4 yet. That's like a Hail Mary if we need it. Oh, that didn't get us there. That's what an interesting circumstance. Okay, so now I'm happy that I got the glass card. My apologies, I wasn't 100% familiar with your game. This feels great, right? Look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. What a beautiful card to see in your shop. I'll roll again. Nah, man. I'm gonna re-roll this boss blind. That's so much better. I don't care about that at all. 5, 6, 7, 8 is where I want to be. I get that we could play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but I'd rather have that discard space available for drawing another king, whether it's a steel card or otherwise. No. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's where we want to be. So no disrespect to the 4. I guess we could play 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe having a lucky card is worth... Okay. I apologize. I did not know. I did not mean to be so rude. It was not me. It was my food. It just popped up to say hello, and now it's gone back down below. 21 million. There's work to be done. 2, 3, 4, 5. This, oh no, sorry, we're not on the boss blind yet. That's my mistake. 9, 10, Jack, Queen. We're starting, it turns out those hands actually matter, man. So beating ante 11 is like, I especially on gold stake, I would consider that like a huge success. To paraphrase the great Borat. A great success, one might even say. One would go so far as to go even further beyond, perhaps. I will feel like kind of an idiot if I die with Golden Joker and Devious Joker, like just sitting there. Because that represents like some arbitrage for us, but not for you. You never know. Maybe if that could come in handy, I guess that's very nice. And certainly not for you. You're not doing enough for us. And I mean, I don't see us skipping anything. And I don't see Hanged Man being that worthwhile. And you're way too late. Even +1 hand size might matter more than the chips or the money, but again, we're not going to live long enough, I think, for the negative ramifications of this to come to pass. But now we really can't afford to be messing about. So I would just start. I mean, we'd probably like to have as many steel cards in hand as possible, but we are already starting with a pretty good straight. So I guess I would hit you with a 2, 3, 4, 5, dumping a 10 alongside it. I'm not worried about the money. Just living is enough right now. And then we got 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't have to throw the jack. And then we're blessed, because we have discards. 5, 6, 7, 8. Perhaps you've heard of this one before. One more hand to make it pop, huh? You think it gets there? I think we gotta burn the discard to look for more steals. 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. No, dump the 8, 2. 9, 10, Jack, Queen. That's where we want to be. We got one more steal. 9, 10, Jack, Queen. We might have gotten one more enhanced card, too. Work with me, boys. Work with me. Oh! This is a huge success. Now, we're probably toast. But this is, despite the death, one of the most successful runs we've ever had. Now, could we possibly get to $7? I'm not willing. You only sell for $2, man. I'm willing to accept that this is my fate. No matter what, no matter how good your run is, it's ending somewhere around here. And you know what? I can live with that. Can you? Let's enjoy, boys. We had a great run. 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack. Now, I would never in a million years have thought, to be honest with you, that you would ever see me win a run on gold stake, especially with the black deck, with Devious Joker, Troubadour, and Juggler. The rest of them, I could concoct a scenario, I think, where like that could come to pass. But those three, I honestly would have thought that they're endgame incompatible. So this, to me, let's just give the kings their day in the sun, man. This is like an affirmation that, you know, yeah, some Jokers in Balatro are consistently better than others, but you can make a run work with some that you might not necessarily expect, especially if you got 6 spots. But hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Later!